We begin with a dramatic turn of events in the long drawn-out Aware Saga. The new exco of Aware is being asked to resign after an overwhelming vote of no confidence. Now, this follows an extraordinary general meeting at Suntec Convention Center this afternoon, which was attended by a whopping 3,000 people. And at the meeting, the old guard of Aware tabled the vote of no confidence. The developments of the meeting were even followed closely online via the microblogging site Twitter. At one point, the posts for Aware SG became so popular, they were right up there with other hot topics like H1N1 flu and X-Men Wolverine. Well, for the latest on what happened today, we are joined now by reporter Pearl Force. Pearl, you were there at the meeting, so tell us how that vote of no confidence all went down.
Well, as you already know, Nina, the vote of no confidence was passed against the new exco. About 1,400 people voted for no confidence, while about 700 people supported the new exco. And it was a dramatic marathon session which started at 2:40 p.m. and is still continuing. About 3,000 people turned up for the meeting today, some of them queuing for over 4 hours to get in. Now, just about a month ago, Aware had just about 300 members. Well, my colleague Yu Guan has more.
It's a showdown that has kicked up unprecedented activism in Singapore. Most turned up to have their voices heard.
I have a stand and I'm here to voice it.
I just find that Aware is an all-inclusive group and they should stay such.
Pro-family. And I don't like what I'm seeing. So I'm here to vote.
Queues started forming as early as 3 hours before the meeting was supposed to start. It's a members-only meeting, and just about a month ago, Aware's membership stood at just 300. But today, almost 3,000 people turned up. It's about 1 hour since the meeting was supposed to kick off, and people are still registering at the lobby to get inside the meeting venue.
Clearly spelled out in the Aware Constitution.
The meeting has been dubbed a showdown between the old guard and the new exco. Supporters of the new exco wearing red shirts had accused the old guard of straying from women's issues and promoting homosexuality, while supporters of the old guard wearing white t-shirts had alleged that the new exco members had brought the issue of religion into the secular organization. In the end, the meeting started about half an hour late, but everyone who turned up was admitted.
Well, Pearl, what else happened during the meeting? I understand there was plenty of drama.
Yeah, there was. Well, one Malay Muslim woman said she wasn't comfortable with an all-Christian and all-Chinese group representing a secular group like Aware. One lesbian stood up and said Aware needs to be pro-choice, while members of the Christian faith stood up and said the action of the new exco set back constructive dialogue between Christians and secularists in Singapore. Over 90% of the people who spoke up said they were against the encroachment of religious values on a secular space. Emotions ran high, and at times, Aware's President Josie Lau called on security guards to escort members of the old guard out, though the order was not eventually carried out. The new exco had disallowed us from bringing our cameras in at 2 p.m. when the meeting started, but at 4 we managed to walk in as security guards were busy trying to control agitated members of the crowd. Why don't you hear from some of these ladies?
We are here because we were deeply troubled by how this executive committee came to power. We are here because we are deeply troubled by the usurpation of civic space and the lack of respect for the values of pluralism, democracy that this new executive committee has demonstrated.
Aware is about inclusiveness. Aware in helping women help everyone, male and female. And whatever their sexual orientation can be, it does not matter. Because they are first and foremost a person, a human being. And that's what Aware is about.
Pearl, there was also talk of a lawsuit because of some revelations on how the new exco spent Aware funds. What can you tell me about that?
Well, under the Constitution, the exco is not allowed to spend more than 20,000 Sing dollars, and if they do, they must consult members. The new exco spent $90,000 in the last month, and this outraged members of Aware who said the money could be put to better use. They said such checkbook mentality is unacceptable in an NGO where every cent counts. Members said the new EXCO has to be individually accountable for that money spent. So some say there's a possibility there could be a lawsuit coming up. But it depends on the new EXCO. At about 9:15, Dana Lam, former president of Aware, was nominated for president, and Chew Yi-jin, also a long-time Aware member, was nominated for vice president. The elections is happening as we speak. Nina?
All right, thanks a lot for that, Pearl. Our reporter Pearl Force on the vote of no confidence against the new EXCO of Aware. Well, our reporter